More stuff that's emerged.
Yo.
Nah.
Gorilla got to come back. His wife wants to come. She said his ass was lying. She was in the motherfucking chat, bro.
His ex.
Listen,
His former wife.
You want to see the threat that was in your chat? Your chat.
She said she's going to expose what?
Bro, she said she got audio and video. You a lot.
This is the ex-wife of Gorilla Hebrew, and this is alleged.
Ain't no alleged.
The broad in question, he told a whole lot of lies. If y'all want to interview free of charge, I'd be willing to do that, and I'll bring all the receipts, including the ones he doesn't know about, that include audio and more, text messages with context. He just won't stop lying on me. I'll help him. He gonna beg y'all to not let me do it. I don't know if he's really like I'm not really into interviewing people's spurned ex-lovers.
No, hold on.
And I don't know if he's really like that famous, to be real.
Oh, Gorilla Hebrew?
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean,
listen, okay, Adam, hear me out.
Right.
You know this. Like, I don't know shit that on the West.
Okay.
He's huge. And then
God and Gumby.
She sent over all the text messages. These shits is foul.
So you think you're doing gay shit or just...
Hey, listen, this is what the wife's saying. She said
throws the glasses on.
Listen.
It's definitely like, if you're into that sort of like black power, almost like religious, like type of world, I mean, being exposed for any kind of gay shit just doesn't seem like it's going to work out. I'm going to be real. It's not exactly the most open-minded group of people when it comes to that sort of thing. But he seems like a nice guy, man. God and Gumby. That's what he told me. God and Gumby. That was on stream.
Yo, what's your feedback? It was good, especially when you stroked me. It wasn't as sensual as I thought it would be, though. But I liked how you made it more sensual, and that makes sense. You were kind of tense, bae. This hurted him. I don't know how else to be in that position. Laughing my ass off.
Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kaha Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Real quick video, real quick. We're going to title this video, Hey Ahlazar, You're Even a Joke Amongst the 2/3 Now. Okay. And you just seen a little bit of this video right here. This is Whack 100 and Adam 22, right? Pretty much going in on the situation of Ahlazar being pegged by his woman, because Ahlazar got brought up, was this a couple weeks ago? He got brought on the show on No Jumper, right? And, they pretty much blew the lid off on No Jumper about him, how he was getting pegged, right? And Ahlazar was sitting there trying to defend himself, coming up with every excuse he can, lying, right? And, this is a situation that it seems like they're not going to let it go, because, I mean, in the world of niggas, that's some pretty good content, you know what I'm saying? The so-called priest of Israel, all right, is somebody's cum bucket. All right. You see? So, they pretty much clowning him on No Jumper. Okay. And, Ahlazar, this nigga looks pathetic because he's trying to audition to be on this show. Like he looks like a nigga that's trying to really, really be down. You know what I'm saying? You know them type of niggas, man, that's like a nigga's just trying so hard to just be cool and he just want to be a part of the popular crowd so bad he's willing to sell his soul. That's how Ahlazar looks, trying to get on this No Jumper shit. And you could tell by this conversation, that's how they're looking at him. All right. You can see Adam on the left laughing. He laughing at him. And that's a goddamn shame, Ahlazar. You got an Edomite, because, this guy, Adam 22, he's an Edomite, man. All right. You have an Edomite who, he's a cuck, right? He lets niggas fuck his wife, and sells the content. You got a low down nigga like this laughing at you, bro. Right? because y'all kind of both come from the same cloth. But the only difference between you and him is you are actually the head of a camp. And when you listening to this video, you can see that they acknowledge that, right? And that's why, you know, they more than likely don't have much respect for him, because they're looking at him like, hold on, man, you supposed to be a believer of God, right? But you're bending over and letting your wife stick something in your ass, and then you trying to be on No Jumper and talk nigga shit with us. They can't respect you, bro. All right? You're a joke. So you even got the 2/3 laughing at you, man. You see? And this is why it's important to fear the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right? This is why it's important to fear the Lord, man. You can't actively be an enemy of the Lord, because that's what Ahlazar is. He's an enemy of the Lord. All right? He goes against sound doctrine. All right? You can't be an enemy of the Lord and then think that you're going to live a prosperous life. See, Ahlazar thought that, okay, well, I'm going to leave the Hebrew Israelite stuff alone because, you know, they exposed me and, you know, I can't live with that shame. But, hey, I could fit in over here in this crowd and they probably ain't even going to know what happened. You know, he basically tried to rebrand himself, you know, come with a brand new image, right? But that reputation is following him. You know, that shit is going to follow him to the grave, man. All right. Now they talking about bringing Ahlazar's woman on the show and letting her expose what was really going on. She said he was lying about him not being pegged. Now WAC 100 is getting all into the messages. You see, this is why the scriptures talk about not getting the ministry blamed, because, you know, these niggas out here, man, all right, first and foremost, nobody likes us, okay? As Hebrew Israelites, nobody likes us. So when you got somebody that does some down and dirty, raw, degenerate shit, right, and people are in the world get wind of it, guess what? They're going to use that to crucify you. They're going to use that to crucify the whole movement, right? That's why, you know, niggas like WAC 100 and Adam, they not letting it go, because it's like, yeah, this is a stain on the Hebrew Israelite ministry, you know, because they secretly hate us. But, you know, this ain't no stain on us, man. You know, Ahlazar is just a freak ass nigga. We, through the spirit, the real men of the Lord have been disassociated from this dude, man. All right. So this is shame upon him and him only, man. This ain't a shame on us. OK. Brothers then been disassociated from this dude years and years, ever since I came into the truth. Before I came into the truth, brothers was going in on Ahlazar and how much of a clown he is, man. Okay. And now he's being shown to be a clown throughout the whole world, man. Okay. You should have took brothers' advice, man, and disappeared, man, because there ain't nowhere you gonna go that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is not gonna let you remember, okay, that you's a goddamn fucking weirdo in the bedroom, man. All right. You're gonna have to live with that for all your days, man. All right. So I just got one scripture here. Okay. Matthew 12, starting at 43. All right. This is Ahlazar. It says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. Right. So you're pretty much in a state of desperation. You know, when the Holy Spirit has fled from you, you know what I'm saying? You'll pretty much be in a state of desperation. You know what I mean? Trying to cleave on to anything that gives you some sort of satisfaction, because you know deep down that the Lord ain't dealing with you no more. Okay, so that's what you see Ahlazar doing. He's desperately trying to reach for some type of platform so he can have that status again. But the Lord is not allowing it to happen. The Lord is bringing shame to him. Everywhere he go, he's just receiving shame. All right, you got 2/3, man. 2/3 are looking at you like, oh, you know what I mean? You're a clown. You could tell that's how Adam and WAC 100, you could tell that's how they talking about him. You know, Adam mentioned how he was like, yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be a man of God, but he's talking about he's here for God and Gumby. You know what I mean? Kind of saying, they're like, what the fuck is up with this guy? This guy's supposed to be a righteous man, but he says he's on a mission from God and Gumby. That's what he said when he was trying to audition for the No Jumper podcast. Okay, God and Gumby. You stupid fucking nigga, man. Okay? Faggot too, man. All right? Verse 44, it says, then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Yeah, that's Ahlazar's spirit. His spirit is dead. Okay? He's empty. Right? Empty. He's not fulfilled. That's why he's trying so hard to get on the No Jumper podcast, right? To be popular. He's a wankster, man. All right? He's talking about, oh, I'm a Hoover Crip. And let me tell you something, man. All right? You know, I'm from pretty much the LA area, man. All right? The Los Angeles area, man. Okay? It's going to come a time, I believe through the spirit, it's going to come a time where all that Hoover Crip shit, okay, you know, some real thugs, some real hood niggas is going to come check that, all right? I'm telling you, I know how these LA hood niggas is out here, man. You know what I mean? You cannot just be out here false claiming a certain neighborhood, talking about that's where you from, okay, and don't nobody do no paperwork on you. Don't nobody check that, all right? So eventually somebody gonna check Ahlazar about that, about him saying that, okay? Especially being a Hoover Crip. You know, a lot of niggas don't even know, but Hoover Crips are some of the most hated gang members amongst all gang members, all right? You got gang members that link up with each other to get the Hoover Crips. So, you know, Ahlazar, he pretty much shot himself in the foot, right? But he's doing all of this, okay, because he's desperate, because he's swept and garnished, man, all right? He don't have nothing left. At this point, he don't even give a damn if he's made a fool. He just wants to be on, okay? You're a loser, bro. Verse 45, it says, then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. Yeah, and that's what led to that fucking, that dildo situation, man. Okay? That's what led to that. The nigga got 7 demons on him, man, which means a complete number of demons, all right, that have taken his soul over as a host, okay? And he's into all sorts of filthy shit, all right? Probably more filthier than what we think, okay? Because he's being orchestrated by Satan, okay? He's being orchestrated by Satan, and the Lord got him in the public view making a damn fool out of himself. It says, and they enter in and dwell there, and the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be unto this wicked generation. You see? So that's the state of Ahlazar right now, man. So, you know, through the spirit, we're going to continue to keep an eye on this guy because we know he ain't right. But we're going to continue to keep an eye on this guy. And the Lord is pretty much going to let us watch him deteriorate, man. All right? Because there ain't nowhere he can go where the Lord ain't going to get him, man. And clearly, that's the case with this situation right here. You got the 2/3 laughing at you, bro. 2/3 is looking at you like you're a clown. You know, they don't even respect you. How you go from a high-ranking priest of Israel to, you know what I mean, a fucking sexual deviant like that, man? Even they could recognize that, man. You ain't fooling nobody, bro. And I really hope they get your woman on that podcast, okay, so she could blow the lid off of your faggot fucking ass, man. All right? And we'll see. We'll see what his counter move is then, because you know he's a nigga that ain't never gonna take no accountability. So you know he got a counter set up, right? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Shalom.